welcome back to our podcast, you guys. I'm your host, Lydia.
And I'm Fati.
This is Two Mics, No Limit. I didn't mess up today.
I feel like there should have been something more after that, no? Like, do we usually say something else?
We should try to make up something to say after that, so it's not so, like, left out in the dust.
Like, so now let's jump in.
Let's get right into it.
Let's get right into it. Oh, okay. Ooh, that's cute. But I feel like a lot of people say that.
It's okay.
Let's get right into it. Like, that's
okay.
a little...
I heard this saying, they're like, just because Nike did it didn't mean Under Armour didn't.
Oh, okay, heard. Nah, but I'm going to come up with a nice little slogan, something that we identify with. Like,
okay. We're
like,
going to work on that.
Now let's swim into the deep end. I don't know.
I think that's worse.
Yeah, we'll workshop it a little bit. I don't know. I was trying.
So Diddy came back on the blocks.
Oh yeah, because I am so disappointed in that jury. But I can't be. The only reason why I can't be is because I blame the prosecutors. I don't feel like they put on a good case, and I see why the jury would have probably like only found him guilty on the two lesser. Like, to me, it was like lesser. It was like he was found guilty on like transportation of prostitutes or something like that. And it's like more directly related to like the Cassie situation more than anything else. They didn't find him guilty on like the other stuff, like the RICO and...
The RICO is like
racketeering and stuff.
They didn't have any solid evidence on that?
It's not, I don't think that they did. It's not even about evidence, because I feel like they presented good and strong evidence, like even the bribery, when he paid off Intercontinental Hotel, like for, because they're the ones that had the footage of when he beat Cassie. Like they had, they even had him with, when he blew up Kid Cudi's car. And all that. Kid Cudi even testified. But the reason why I feel like they kind of dropped the ball, though, is because, like, they didn't spend a lot of time, like, proving the other, like, charges. Like, they were kind of focused more on like the sexual stuff and like bringing the witnesses for that. And it's like, some of your witnesses are talking about how they consented to doing certain things, and they they were willing participants, and like, and all this other stuff. And it was just like, okay, like, can we get into the other, lock this man
That's
up?
Like,
let's,
for
and
them
they just
raid
weren't
his house and everything. I thought they would have like a solid
more stuff, but
base.
And I think also they were trying to protect other celebrities that may have been involved,
like has more influence,
and that is probably why they were kind of trying to keep certain things out, and that may have been why they dropped the ball, because even like, because I was kind of following the case, and everything that he was doing to like these women and stuff was messed up. The things he was doing to like the other, just abusing his power and stuff, it was so messed up. But like the witnesses and the people he had and he was calling, I was just like, bruh, like you not.
Because it gets to a point where it's just like, okay, what is just the underline of like they're just freaky people, and that's what they like to sexually indulge in. But then when it comes to like calling prostitute across state lines, that's when I think is actually breaking the law. But you can't tell me that if I like sperm on my nipples, it's wrong. Or like, you understand what I'm saying? So, and you can't say that I like to pee on you and you accepted it because I'm giving you $10,000. $10,000.
Yo, remember we had that one topic about like the girls that would go to like Dubai or whatever and get pooped on?
Yeah.
Let's just say one day, like, you were like super down and out, and you felt like you were on the worst luck of your life, and like you lost everything. Would you get peed or pooped on for like $100,000?
I feel like unless I don't have any like timeline left in me, at that point I'm dead. Unless there is no any timeline left in me, I am not doing that shit.
I'm not gonna lie, like at a certain point you gotta draw the line, like
because after that I can't spend because of my dignity. Like I feel like what am I? you know, sometimes you work so hard and you're able to buy that bag that you want, the excitement of just working hard. I just feel like I can't spend it knowing that I just got shit in my mouth and peed on for it.
Like,
I don't know.
I'm like, oh my God, like, cause I don't even want to, like, you know, we're not supposed to be kink shaming, but this one gotta be shamed. Like, why is anyone, you know what, let me just, all right.
Like, I mean, at that point, it's like the prostitution, I can see why they would give him that.
Yeah, exactly. That's
legal.
undeniable. Like, I mean, everything he did was illegal, but it was like, that one was like a undeniable, like, you know, but I really, like, even with that jury, even if you didn't feel like the prosecution proved it beyond a reasonable doubt, y'all really was going to just let him off, knowing this man is a danger to society.
He got 20 years maximum, right?
He's facing that, and they just denied his bail, which is great. But I hope he gets to 20 years, because that man needs to just stay locked up. Because, like, and that jury is so disappointing. Yeah. But whatever. I digress.
Yeah, but what is the innocent until proven guilty, right? So now he's back in the streets with his all whites and his pink drugs.
Somebody play "Hit 'Em Up" by Tupac.
Hey, it's your girl Lydia,
and I'm Fati, and we're the hosts of Two Mics No Limit podcast.
Now, you know, we're all about good conversation, good energy, and definitely some good music.
And speaking of music, something special is coming to Buffalo this September, the 3rd annual Love, Peace, and Afrobeat.
Yes, we're proud to be the official ambassador of this incredible event that brings together community, culture, and connections.
It's more than a concert. It's an experience. Picture this: dope vibes, amazing performances, and a crowd full of joy and energy. And we're really excited to announce that headlining this year's event is international reggae superstar Serrani.
That's right, Mr. Skip to My Lou and No Games will be performing here in Buffalo, New York, Saturday, September 20th at the hottest concert venue here in the city, Electric City.
So if you've been looking for something unforgettable to do in the city this fall, this is it.
We'll be there, mic'd up and dancing as always, and we want to see you there as well. Stay tuned for more updates, behind the scenes moment, and some few surprises along the way.
Head over to lovepeaceafrobeats.com and get your early bird tickets before they're gone. We can't wait to see you there.
Be there, I'm watching you.
The other thing that I saw a lot of people talking about was there is a possibility that Cardi B might be pregnant. And
again?
Before I even get there, I don't like when people, like assume someone is pregnant.
Maybe
because it's like, fat. Mind you, she's not even that. Like, and it's like,
damn, I can't be bloated.
Like, damn, like God forbid I had a good meal. God forbid I had a good meal. Now you telling me my stomach big? Like, get out my uterus. But if, like, let's just say, like, because I did see a video and it was given, it was fake given, like there's a little space right there.
I think I seen it too when she was on stage.
Yeah.
But I just feel like it could be like wardrobe malfunction or something.
I hope it is, because if that girl is pregnant again and she knows she got an album coming out soon, I'm going to be mad, because it's like, girl, like, we were waiting so long for you to drop again, because I'm not going to lie, like, I did like Invasion of Privacy. I liked her.
I loved it. Like, I went through your phone last night.
You know what's crazy? My favorite song in that album is "Ring" with Kehlani. But I love.
I love that too.
I love that song.
Or like "Get Up 10."
Get Up 10 was good.
I think it's very slept on. I like that one too. And "Be Careful with Me."
Oh, I be seeing people hype it up on social media.
"Be Careful with Me."
Be Careful with Me is good.
It's very good.
Like, she had a lot of hits, so I'm just, so everybody looking for the follow up and stuff, and she just kept pushing or like delaying or whatever. Like, and it's been all these years, and now all of a sudden. Not all of a sudden, but you finally gave us a date that you're gonna drop it, and I'm not like, she better not, and she better not push it, and it better not be nothing, like, and I don't want to hear it. But
I just heard that he just had a baby. Stephon Diggs just had a baby with a girl.
He did, like a 1 month old. So yeah, I'm judging.
And then maybe it might not be true, because I
his allegations.
about some girl in his house or something, like allegedly, and then the girl had to come out and debunk the whole situation.
Oh, I
but
don't
it was
know.
basically she was laying in a couch, like a different girl was laying in a couch, and then somebody went and found the background of his house where his living room is, with like it has like those kind of wood panels, and they compared it in the girl's video. And I guess one of the like reporters that were sued by Cardi had retweeted it, and then Cardi is like, "Okay, you're gonna hear a call from my lawyer or something about."
Talking about Tasha K.
Mm-hmm. She had retweeted the post of the comparison, and then the girl was like, "I never had anything to do with it. Somebody in a relationship. I haven't went to somebody in a relationship's house. I." Like
Maybe
it's
old.
She kept emphasizing on the in a relationship, so it makes people feel like, were you there, or is he telling you that, you know? But like I said, this all alleged. It's just like gossip news that, you know.
That's so interesting. I thought you were talking about his other allegations.
What
like,
other allegations?
When that guy accused him of like trying to like
sleep with him.
Yeah, and I think they like and then like Stefan Diggs' brother beat him up or something like that. Wait, you remember that? I'm probably getting like some details wrong, but the fact of the matter is he tried to sleep with the dude.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm. Like forcefully, because the dude wasn't with it.
Oh.
Like so like some type of like
was he
sex assault.
Because I saw the pink pills in the boat.
It could be that, but I don't put nothing past nobody, especially after the diddler. So. But
then I keep hearing that like he's worse than Offset though.
Yeah, like I even saw like this one with his teammates saying like, it was like, you know, that video like, oh, who on this team, or like, you know, that trend.
Your daughter date,
and everybody said him, all his teammates. Yeah, ain't that crazy?
Wow, I don't know. I feel like Cardi knows what she's doing, and I honestly feel like the relationship is kind of to piss Offset off and to be outside.
And you know, if you want to do that, you want to have your fun, do that. But if you having a kid by him, I'm judging you.
That's crazy.
Like if you having a kid by him, I'm dead judging you. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like that, like, you know, if you want to have fun and do whatever you doing and whatever, get your lick back and whatever. All right, whatever.
How do you feel about ghostwriters? Because I heard that apparently that she has stole a song.
A song, yeah. I don't respect it when it comes to rappers.
Ghostwriters?
When it comes to rappers, I don't respect it. Because, like, the whole point of being a rapper is, like, literally writing, like, raps.
Yeah. Because that's why whenever they came out and they were, like, comparing her and Nicki Minaj, I just felt like it's like you're not comparing apple to apple. Because I just feel like if you cannot wake up from your sleep and they give you, like, a word, rap with it. And you have to sit there and think, you're not really a queen of rap. Like,
exactly. Yeah, I don't know why they were trying to do that, because Nicki will forever be queen. You already know. Big Barb over here. Like
I love them both, though. Yeah. But
like, it's you know, I love Nicki. I like Cardi. Like, yeah,
there's
like,
levels
it's just,
to it.
Yeah,
like,
it's levels.
I love Cardi's personality and the fact that she hasn't let fame change her.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's like, if you want to talk about, like, really rapping, like, I just feel like, you know, and then the girl was saying that her song was stolen from her. Like,
it sounds similar, I ain't gonna lie.
And then I guess she was adding like an old song to the album to kind of like up the rates on the charts.
Like, what do you mean?
That. Like, I think was it WAP?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, can you do that?
WAP and isn't
that kind of cheating a little bit?
Yeah, but it's strategic to build up the overall album sales, but it. You know, it is.
I feel like we already
put in on a 5-year-old song.
We already know the truth at this point. Like,
yeah, like, so people are like, I mean, it's okay to find like a home for your singles or whatever, but like, girl,
we know what she's doing.
Girl, like, yeah, like it's really like, I feel like that was just a strategic like business type move, but. I mean, if that's what you want to do, girl, go ahead, cause.
And I also heard that, what was it? I thought her and Nicki were gonna make a song together. You didn't see that rumor?
Bro, I definitely thought they were gonna make up, but
that would have been crazy.
I hope they. I kind of hope they do, but I don't think Nicki respects her as an artist because she doesn't write her music. Like, cause Nicki, you know, like Nicki prefers people who. I mean, like, at this point, actually about their music.
ChatGPT doing homeworks for people.
I'm dead.
Like, I'm scared of the next generation of doctors. So it's just kind of like, hang it up. Okay. It is what it is. Like, just make some great music. And because, shoot, my dad would tell you, like, I'm 50 years old. I don't got time for this thing anymore. Like, people are getting old. Like, just dead it. You know what I mean?
Like, I mean, which is true, but, like, I'm not going... Nicki is very valid for wanting to stay away from a lot of people and not wanting to fix anything or like let certain things go. Like if I was Nicki, it would be F you and F you forever. To be real honest with you, because they were doing that lady dirty, and like I was definitely tapped into a lot of the stuff that went down in 2018. I was super tapped into that, and I was paying attention. And yeah, she don't need to make up with nobody she fell out with, to be real honest with you. Maybe a few people, I'm not gonna lie, but other than that, nope.
I mean, just make up and get the bag. And I feel like people can actually genuinely make up just to make up. I feel like it shows like grown, because honestly, Nicki has been in the game for so long, and I feel like she's ever gonna have her respect. But then it's like getting into feuds with like so many upcoming artists. I just feel like it kind of makes me feel like, you know,
they do it for clout, because like it be little stuff that they like get like. All I'm gonna say is I peep everything. Like it be certain things that's like,
hey, Miss Mother Peeper.
Nah. Like it really, like they really be like that. Like I'm not even joking. Like they'll start with her and they feel like it's a way to boost their career. Like, and they might get like
and she knows they're gonna reply. Like stop replying.
It's the exactly like. Pay them dust. Like just stop giving them energy.
You can talk about her however much you want. You're not gonna hear Faye.
You know, no like, facts, and she might maybe clap back, and I feel like Nicki should always
put in her music.
Nicki should keep doing, because she be whacking them in her music too, and she needs to keep doing that. Like, don't respond, don't give them that social media energy, because you look like the bully. Like
it makes
you're
her
gonna look crazy. Like, a bully,
yeah. And it makes her look like she's bitter about upcoming artists.
It does give that portrayal, but then it's like nobody pays attention to the upcoming artists that she supports, which is crazy to me. Even like Ice Spice, she tried to embrace that girl, and Ice Spice got exposed for talking mad crap about Nicki. Like her friend exposed her. You don't remember that? She posted screenshots. That friend posted
dark skin girl.
Posted mask and exposed her. After that, Nicki kind of just like, that's how you feel. Like, and back,
she was saying something about how Nicki was like bossy or something like that.
The thing was, Nicki was trying to sign her, and I guess she wasn't like really. She wasn't agreeing with the terms.
Oh.
And like, so it was that, but it's like, you know, doing that, like talking about that through text message with your friend, like it's crazy. Like,
but
you know
nowadays,
what I mean?
so that friend thing is kind of scares me a little bit. Like, I'd rather just call you if I have something to say, because one time you might be so good with somebody, and then next time like you do something, and then it's like they try to like expose you where,
you know, that's so corny to me.
And then sometimes too, they would delete their part of how the conversation started
to make you look a certain way.
You look right. So now it's just kind of like, it's either a phone call, or maybe unless something is misunderstood. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But
even so, like, that's what's, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I judge people who go on social media and try to expose because was that ever your friend?
It's like if you could do evidence.
If you could do your friend like that, I don't care how, like, you know, whatever. If you could do your friend like that, that's crazy to me. Like, because it's like, it's given, like, I always hated you.
No, for real. Like, it's like, I'm putting this in the pocket. I'm just waiting.
That's so weird.
That's weird as hell. That is very weird.
Because I don't care. Like, yo, you know how many people, all right, I'm dragging it because, like, I don't have, like, too many friendship fallouts and stuff. But there, like, I'm dragging it. Like, but there are people that, like, did me dirty. And, like, all I just did was just not speak to them again. Like, I don't like, and even like, I don't even care to tell the story, to be honest. Oh, what happened with you and so? I just don't talk to them no more.
But like,
there is never a time where you have to. I promise you.
Remember when we started the podcast?
Okay. Like,
unless that, but after
we wasn't saying too much.
Right.
Like, you don't gotta, like, keep it cute. It don't even gotta be that.
But I'm like, that's why I just stick to myself. I be seeing all that stuff. I'm like, oh my God. Sometimes I'm so happy I only have like 1 or 2 friends, like, and just call it a day.
Like, you know,
it's so draining. Like, it's so draining.
The ones that be posting their friends' panties, like.
What
are you posting my panties for? Like, I'm so sorry that
is some jealous.
That's weird. Like, and it's like, I'll be damned if somebody take my period panties and post it, because you know the period panties be like the old washed up granny panties,
kind of looking like when you like the after period, or like
no. Oh, I'm talking about like actual.
I thought she posted the stain in her underwear.
People do that. Like they'll do that. Like I was talking about like, you know, like how you have designated period panties.
At this
like,
point, who cares?
and those are the ones that are like tattered and old.
Thongs are so uncomfortable. I don't know who the hell is wearing thongs anymore. Like,
oh damn, girl.
Let me rock. I cannot. Like,
you don't wear thongs?
I don't. I feel like they keep. It's kind of like it's rubbing from the back to the front.
You gotta get used to it.
It's uncomfortable for me, and I feel like it's gonna give me.
You gotta get used to it.
I cannot. Like I used to whenever I was in high school. But then I grew up and my hormones kind of changed, and it's like nowadays a lot of things kind of trigger me. So I'm just like, and I'm so comfortable now. It doesn't have to be like the granny, not that, but you know, like a little,
like the cheekies.
Right,
I love cheekies.
It's cute.
I love cheekies.
Like get it matching with your bra. You don't mind getting naked anywhere.
Rihanna be making the best, but yeah, like yes, it's yeah, I love me a thong. Because it feel like you're not wearing no panties.
But I would do like the seamless one, then do a thong.
Yeah. The seamless ones, I like those too. I feel like I'll be wearing all of them. I do like me a granny panty though. I'm not gonna lie. So
yeah, nowadays I get those like boy shorts.
Boy shorts. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And then, because I cannot wear clothes inside. Like it's either I'm in my underwear and a big t-shirt.
I don't be wearing anything a lot of times. Girl, I live by myself. Like, of course I walk around.
I'm like, that's a little too,
maybe I'll have a thong on.
That is so funny.
But yeah, like, cause
you trying to spy on Fati? She's in the kitchen with her ass cheek just like.
And is actually, that is a fact. Like, and then I'll be, letting my titties swing. Free the nips, like girl.
She takes a step and goes. I can definitely picture it. No, that is so funny.
Oh yeah.
But I wanted to get into some Love Island.
Ooh, Love Island. Oh my God. Listen. First of all, wait, what they doing on TikTok right now with that last video I posted on there? They still commenting?
Oh, a lot of people are disagreeing.
They always do.
Some people are agreeing. Some people are disagreeing.
That's per usual.
I just feel like watching it is all like your point of perspective. And then disclaimer too, like the death threats and stuff like that. Oh yeah,
like people are so weird. Like these are real people that have to leave the villa at some point and see y'all commenting and stuff. People was calling TPS on Huda's kid or something like that, contacting her baby daddy. Like people are being weird. Like even same thing, like CHELLY getting death threats in her comment section to the point where like her social media handler had to turn the comments off because it's like, bruh, like she gonna come up the villa and see all of this, like both of them. Even though sometimes it's like, you kind of deserve some whackings, but like, everybody, but not
too much.
But don't drag it to that point. Like you don't have to. You could whack somebody without insulting them, like or wishing death. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and when I say whack, like like just criticizing them or whatever the case is. But like you don't gotta take it too far. Because that's also what the
show is about. It's like people putting their inputs based on what they
be reading like tweets to them. Like it's like a challenge, like a tweet challenge. Like like where they'll like user from United States on Twitter said X, Y, and Z like about you, and like it's a challenge though, like similar to like that last challenge where they aired out their grievances, but that was like
But now that the disclaimer is nice, be nice. There are real people that are gonna come out of the villa and like see these things, and not everybody have the best mental health. You can put your
that's obvious,
right? You can put your like critique on it, but not too much of like insults and I'm trying to say, like even that last episode I was watching it back and I'm like, oh my God, I hate Ace. Like that's too harsh of a word to say, like, because I don't know him personally, but I don't like his character being portrayed on TV. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
and that's fair, like because I said the same thing that like I don't like Huda, I don't like Austin, I don't like Taylor, I don't like Clark.
And like I said, I don't like Orlandria, I don't like CHELLY, and I don't like Ace, and that's okay.
Like, and now I'm kind of starting to side eye CIERRA, but like, I mean,
CIERRA, the white girl.
She's not. Is she white?
I think she's white.
Well, but
anyway, getting into that episode, it made me side eye Orlandria though. I mean, with that episode, because
like I can see why people are side eyeing her, but like, well, go.
I just feel like with her saying that she cares about the girls in there, which they're all like all rooting for her. Amaya, Huda, Shelly, like, and CIERRA. But I just feel like even in the beginning, like the way whenever Huda was like pulled apart from Jeremiah, I keep calling him Jeremy for some reason. When they were pulled apart from her, like there was a time where Shelly was like talking with Taylor and them, saying like, "Oh yeah, I don't know, like she's kind of a little crazy about this," and it's like she looked over there because she can sense that they're talking about her, and then she goes like, "Why is she looking over here? Why is she coming over here?" Like I just feel like that's your friend is giving a little bit too much of a gossip and bullying vibe, and then fast forward whenever she goes and tells Orlandria, which she's supposed to explore the connections, because when she did, she was damned. When she didn't, now she's being damned, right? So she's exploring the connection with Chris. And then I guess they shared a kiss, and then she went and confided in Orlandria about, which we didn't know that she confided, whatever. But then to sit at the table, whenever you're having a disagreement, to just shout that out into the air, it felt like you're picking sides and you're not really like friends to both of them. Because what she was saying, that, well, you're saying that you're doing this for her, you're doing this for her. It's Love Island, right? People come there to find connections. Unlike you, that you closed off to Taylor, that chose another girl over you. She's allowed to explore. And then also, she's getting mad about her doing a challenge with Ace. And then you double back on kissing Chris. It's kind of giving like a little hypocritical, because it's like, that's the same thing Taylor did onto, Orlandria did onto Taylor, knowing that she's coupled up with Clark. And then even for Taylor to be like, I didn't want to kiss her because I didn't want to make you, Clark, uncomfortable. That should already tell you right there, without you even having to see what is being portrayed about you. So I just feel like with that, in that moment, they're all ganging up on him like, oh, and then you brought Chris in here for yourself. You said you did it for me. While Ace, your match, who chose you over Coco, is sitting right next to you. And then you have an issue with somebody doing a challenge, or having an issue of her exploring a connection with a guy that was going to be sent home for if he was single. So that didn't make sense to me.
So, okay, I see your perspective, and I disagree with everything you said, and I'll tell you why.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
For one, who did you start with? Orlandria.
Oh yeah, Orlandria.
With Orlandria, I could agree that like she shouldn't have said what Huda told, like talked to her to said whatever about the kiss, especially being that like she didn't talk about how she was biting Nick's lip to CIERRA. She only told CIERRA about the kiss, but she didn't say how deep that kiss was. So it's like, you know, girl, you ain't have to
forget about that. Yeah,
but it's like, girl, you ain't even have to say all of that. Like, you know, but what I disagree with is this notion that they're ganging up or bullying Huda. Because for one, I'm sorry, Huda is not a victim. She is at best hypocritical. When she first came into the villa and everything, and she had her eyes on Jeremiah, and this is what they were telling her and calling her out on. If you listen to what they were saying, they were talking about her being a hypocrite. And like a fake girl's girl. One, when she was coupled up with Jeremiah, she did not allow nobody to look his way. Like, look, that's your man. Have your man. That's great. Or whatever, right? America broke them up. And then, you know, she had her crash out and everything. She was, like, even the producer, like, there was a report that came out where the producers were about to pull her off the show because of how mentally unstable she was being. She was making everybody on the villa uncomfortable. Like, she was just, like, doing the most. I'm not gonna, and also Hannah said in her interview that Shelly and them was checking Hannah the whole time. I mean, was checking Huda. Shelly and Hannah were both like checking Huda, like, bro, like, you know, you're, you know, like she said that she was saying that they don't show us a lot of stuff that, which is true. They film for 24 hours. We only see an hour. Like, so I get it. But like, and another thing, like I will comment on is I don't like how, they are trying to push a certain narrative, and in the way that they're editing stuff, because they are leaving out a lot of information and details and stuff that just to make certain people look a certain way. The other thing I would say is that so Huda doing all of that. She's coming in the villa. She's claiming stake. She's any bombshell that might come and look Jeremiah's way. She's calling them all types of bitches and this and that, like violating. Okay, whatever. Like that's your man. Whatever. Y'all break up. Now it's well, it's Love Island. We're here to explore. But you wasn't jacking that when you had your man. Like, which is look. Let me finish my spiel. So. You wasn't saying that when you had your man. So, like, you know, okay, cool, whatever. Like, even if that's not, you know, you started a certain dynamic, but, you know, when it no longer benefited you or applied to you anymore, now you switching to, you know, now it's like, oh, this, you know, we're supposed to explore. Okay, great. That's cool. But she also, the other thing that they were talking about with the girls thing, she didn't, she would do stuff behind their back. And they called her out for it. Hannah said, too, in her interview that she pulled Pepe behind her back. Huda came to her and was on some like, I see, like, you know, Pepe really likes you. Like, what do you do to, like, make these guys like you? She also said something like, Hannah was saying that she wanted to say all this stuff to Pepe. And Pepe, and then Huda said to Hannah, like, practice what you're going to say to him on me or whatever. Like, that's, and then to say, yes, it's in the interview. Like, it's literally, like, she said all that. And then she was like, and then, like, literally later that night, she went and pulled Pepe, like, as he was, like, you know, hugged up on Hannah, like, to like, try to express interest and, like, you know, and she did that without even consulting Hannah about it. Now, fast forward, right? Like, you know, screw that, right?
Didn't Anna just kiss somebody while she was coupled up?
No.
When she was coupled up with the guy that was sent home, and then she went and made out with Pepe.
After Charlie got kicked off, yeah.
No,
so,
that
like,
was before. Then she went and fake apologized and blamed it on him.
Oh, like, but that's like, you know, but that's
like you would say that's the game.
Yeah, which is great, right? But what they're pointing out is you're jacking that you're this girl's girl and you're my friend or whatever the case is, but you can't even talk to me or say or alert me or say like or say, hey, I'm about to pull him for a chat. You didn't give me a heads up. You just did it. And you claimed, you know, you like, so it's like that is that's crazy. And even with Shelly was coupled up with Chris in Casa. Huda was coupled up with JD. She no longer liked JD, and you know, I understand because I would have left him in the dirt too. But
you being dominant?
Yeah, like weirdo.
Why being dominant?
And then she went and pulled Chris to like, oh, like, you know, are you interested in anybody else, whatever, before even saying anything to Shelly. She did, and then like, you know, whatever, before they left the casa or whatever, that's when she spoke to Shelly about like wanting to explore that connection. But she didn't give Shelly no type of heads up about pulling Chris anyway. And I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, you know, you whatever like the case is, but if you try to like establish certain like boundaries or whatever, like off rip, and like you were going based on this girl thing, and you was like, you know, violating all these bombshells and cursing everybody out and whatever, and you started this dynamic and all that, and it no longer benefited you, and then you started being sneaky after, like with everybody else's connection. I'm not mad at these girls for calling her out and saying, hey, like what you did was a little bit like it was hypocritical and it's weird, and you're not standing on the girl, like you're not standing on what the principles you're preaching.
I agree with the part of where it's like you should have spoke with somebody, especially if you want to put your like somebody they're interested in for the chat. But at the end of the day, they're all on there. And another part that I have to disagree with you about is that they're all on there and being hypocritical. Like one
I
time
didn't say
this
that
person,
they weren't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That everybody on there, and when I say that, I kind of got a little disappointed in Orlandria. It's like I feel like you kiss Nick and that's okay, right? And then when they said that, oh, and also in the beginning, whenever Jeremiah and Huda were together, they had talked about how that makes her uncomfortable with other people. Her and Ace kept saying that they want to explore other people, which is why she went for Chris. No, so whenever
Ace started talking about that, and then she said, "All right."
Right. So then whenever it came to the like when they were playing the games, they always kept telling her, "It's just a game. It's just a game." I feel like if anything, I'm as Ace would be worried that you're kissing and double backing on a guy that you're interested with than Huda, who I've not even sat there to have a conversation with, participating in a game.
That's the other thing I wanted to comment on. If everyone in the villa is saying she took it too far, and you could even see the way that they cut a lot. Like when it looked like she was turning, I think she was riding his face. I'm not gonna lie, because she turned around. Yes, she turned.
But then she jiggled her booty in front of the other guy too.
She did that, but like there is a certain. If you know that that's your friend's strong connection, why are you sitting on his face? That is like, I'm not gonna lie, like, bro, that is crazy.
Because what if they stink a little bit,
bro? Like,
you think they're gonna stink?
I feel like he was smelling his upper lip when Taylor was like, you know, and then Ace was like, he was like, I think, watch the clip. Like he looked like he was like. Bro, but I'm pretty because if you see like the way like they cut it after she was like turned, you know, like she was already like they was
like
kissing and she was turned, yeah.
Well, I didn't see that part,
bro. It's there because they chopped and screwed it.
They
like
can't
you gotta
do that then, because we need to see it, because now it's like, okay, we feel like we're forming judgments on somebody going like like acting off like over nothing.
Thank you. And even like, because remember Pepe was like, oh, that's a little more than a challenge. And then you remember like when they, you know, when finally like, you know, and then Ace sat down, he's like, it's just a challenge. And then Pepe was like, that's a little more than a challenge. You could even see. Yeah, you could even see in and then Nick also made a comment saying that too. And then like you could see in some of the clips too, like a lot of them were trying not to, like Clark was like this. I remember seeing Clark like this. Bro, I watched that part many times.
I feel like they need to show that at a reunion or something.
I want them to tell us what exactly she did, because they were all uncomfortable. The challenge
was to raise heart rates, and I feel like she succeeded in raising the heart rate. She did,
but in other heart rate challenges, it was never that raunchy. Like in the other seasons, like they were, you know, doing other stuff or whatever.
I feel like everybody is different coming on the show, though, which is why some people make the cast and
this
some people
season
wouldn't.
It's too
much.
Too much. Well,
I haven't watched the other scene, so like the other seasons.
If you watch it and you compare it, you'll be like, yo, what the, like, this one is too much situationships. It's situationship island, and that's why everybody's having all these problems.
Yeah,
and I don't like that. And I already told you, I don't like the way that they're cutting up the episodes to make it look and portray a certain image or whatever, because then now narratives start getting formed. And that's why I was saying, like, bro, I know what we're watching, but sometimes you gotta, like, because Hannah spilled that tea and was like, yo, they're not showing you a lot of stuff that will give you context, which is so crazy. Like,
yeah, but speaking on the Olandria situation, though, I felt like she's losing the aura or losing the plot, because whenever she started off, she was giving very firstborn ish, and I'm a firstborn, and I get her. She does, you know,
that's her.
So,
yeah.
But then it's like whenever it's like, okay, I've known you for a whole month. I'm slow burner. You know that you're slow burner, and then a girl comes in 2 or 3 days, and you're coupled up with him, and then you sat there watching me and her, and you choose her. I'm sorry, but after everything else, whether we see the clip or not see the clip, I just feel like it makes if I'm really there to find connection, I need to explore other people. Because it's like, he chose her over you. Like, no matter how much you want to spin it, dilute it, she was still chosen. And then with a lot of times too, whenever that happens, every single time, like, and I heard her whisper to Nick whenever Nick was defending Olandria, oh, I don't want her in here, because he knew that it was going to be uncomfortable having to see her every day in his couple. And I just feel like because of that, it's making them kind of uncomfortable to explore what the game is about, what Love Island is about, because
I don't. So basically,
I mean, Taylor kind of lied, but
he did, and he was stringing her along and kept telling her, like, and you know, like, because for me, you only got one time to tell me you don't want me, like, so you know, I understand
that's what I'm saying, that she's losing the aura.
But he kept telling her he still wanted to explore their connection.
Because she kept pulling him to have a chat. When I was watching the episode,
and he needed to be real with her off rip.
But you should have known that when every single time that you have to pull him for a chat and basically whenever I was telling you on the text that she's she's leading the conversation, because whenever you bring somebody that you used to have a crush with and you are a connection with, and you are in the same villa, there's things that I could see how he'll be beating around the bush to make it livable for her, though.
But
Because
you
it's like,
don't
you
need
don't want
to
to
spare,
overstep.
just like how he didn't spare her feelings in this recent episode, he been needed to stop doing.
But I
He needed
think
to do that a long time ago.
Because the way that she went off and crashed out, I wouldn't have went off or crashed out that way, which is why I feel like she's losing the aura and losing the plot.
She should have. I hate that because that's that same angry black woman thing, bro.
If Huda did it, I would have understood, because from the beginning,
what did I just say? You saying Huda is acceptable, but Olandria is not.
But I feel like,
bro,
whenever it's like, to me, when I meet people, like literally, you're not gonna see a different person from me than I'm showing you with, like, we just started to be close. You're not gonna see a different person down the line. You get what you get.
Bro,
so if you coming into a place,
it gets to a point though.
Listen,
like you building up.
If you
like,
come to a place and then you giving this like polished, set up, like, which I love that about her. She is allowed to have emotions.
She is allowed to have emotions,
the way
bro.
that she crashed out is kind of like you're expecting him to have something for you based on the 4 days when he's already been telling you.
She was mad.
You're allowed to be mad, but like I said though, I don't think she belongs in the house anymore, because she's not exploring any connections. It's become sisterhood now, and the guy that she was hoping it's not giving.
When she did have a connection, when she had a connection, Taylor was applying mad pressure until, like, for her to choose him over the connection, and they voted the connection off. Like, Taylor was stringing her along that entire time.
If she opened herself to have like connection with other people, I honestly think she would have connected to somebody.
She's been trying to get to know Zach.
More. Who?
Zach. They've been pulling each other.
That she didn't give what she was supposed to give whenever Zach and her was having the conversation, kinda. I didn't feel like she was giving her fullest experience.
I mean, of course she wasn't, because Taylor was still talking about, she thought that he was just like, look, I'm still exploring you, I'm just trying to get to know her, like, because it's only been a few days. Like, and that's what he was telling her, instead of telling her, hey, I don't want you no more. He wasn't saying that. So, of course, I'm going to feel like, oh, okay, like, you know, maybe I'm going to just kind of like, you know, I'm not going to be so quick to dismiss this until, like, you know, he makes his decision or whatever. But, you know, it is what it is. So,
yeah, so now that you guys have heard both of our opinions, we want to know what you guys think. Be nice, because it's real people that are going to come out here. And thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on our Instagram at 2 Mics No Limit. We'll catch you guys in the next one.
bye.
Bye.
Okay.
I was like this.